Hey everybody, it's Jody Seeley with Our High River, and welcome to February. Just like that, it is now the second month into 2019. Where does the time go? And it looks like we're actually going to get a little bit of winter this weekend for our first weekend, so that's exciting. And I feel like I know where January went. It went into the planning and the execution of the 2019 Taking Action Community Summit, and I just want to take a quick sec to say thank you to everybody who took part in Summit this year. I don't think we had much breathing space afterwards to share anything about it, but we had a completely amazing 3 days. Thursday night, I don't know, we're calling it the magical night. It was just a really incredible group of people who got together on the Thursday night, and we had an awesome night of planning and sharing ideas, and it was so very cool. Friday, we had members from communities in Claresholm, Cochrane, and Canmore come and join us here in our community to learn all about the wonderful Our brand and how to increase community engagement in their towns. So that was super cool. And then Saturday was a full day of fun. So thank you again for being a part of our summit. And yeah, it's going to be good. So happening this weekend in our community, not a whole lot, just a couple of things which I'll get to, but very excited. I saw it was announced on social media this week that the High River and District Healthcare Foundation is bringing back the cabaret. You remember the old days when we would all just get together and go to a cabaret and dance, have some bevies, hang out with friends, and just have a good time. And they really wanted to bring the feel back of that into the community, and they're going to be having it in a few weeks. So February 23rd is the date, which I think, you know, once we get a little bit of this winter into our system, and it'll be time to get out and connect with each other again on a really cool level. They are bringing a whole schwack of music to the Memorial Center as well. Mark Parson and friends. So Mark is a musician from Nanton, and he wanted to gather a bunch of his music pals to come and entertain us for the night. So it's going to be really cool. So he's bringing along award-winning Ghost Boy, which is a duo out of Calgary that consists of Aaron Young and Denis Dufresne, and these two are sensational. You may have seen them this past summer at the Bandstand show. They did one of the Bandstand Sundays, and they are fan-freaking-tastic. Them alone is worth the $30 ticket to come join us, but they're also bringing pal Justin Ament, High River's own, and the vivacious Mariah Stokes from Stavely. So this is going to be a packed lineup of so much fun, and we're just going to have a really great time sharing in. And what's cool is all the proceeds from this cabaret are going to go to the maternity ward, that big reno that's been happening at the High River Hospital for delivering a better experience in High River, which is so very cool. So get your tickets through the High River and District Healthcare Foundation. They're on their website. There's an Eventbrite link on their event on Facebook as well, or you can phone Kathy in the office, she said, and she will hook you up with those tickets. Again, just $30. So I think that's super cool. This weekend, some big things going on. It's Groundhog Day tomorrow for one, so we will find out. I think we have Pekisco Pete locally. We've got Balzac Billy in Alberta. We've got the other groundhogs around the world doing our weather prediction. Weirdest day of all time, but we will find out. Do we have 6 more weeks of winter or an early spring? We've had a pretty mild winter in Alberta so far, so it could really go either way at this point. And there's some big sporting event on Sunday. I think they call it the Super Bowl. I have no idea who's playing who. So I apologize, football fans. The only thing I like about Super Bowl Sunday is the parties and the food that you get to have at it. But yeah, that should be entertaining. So if you want to post below who's playing who on Sunday Super Bowl, go team whatever you're cheering for. I don't know. There is a High River Flyers game tonight in High River. They will be taking on Strathmore. Puck drops at 8 o'clock, and hopefully you will get out and have some fun with that. Speaking of cabarets and parties, the High River Rotary Club is also putting one on tomorrow night. I just saw this today. So they're doing it in support of the High River Flyers. It'll go Saturday night. They're calling it the Super Bowl Tailgate Party, and features the super fun band Haggis, So it is going to be a good night. You can get your tickets at the door. They are selling them in advance at Mr. Mike's or from any Rotarian that you come across between now and tomorrow nights. It'll get started about 7 o'clock. They do have a Facebook event that has some more details on it, so hopefully you can check that out. From what I can see, that's basically what's happening this weekend, but if I have missed something, please post it below and we'll share it with everybody. Coming up, just a couple heads up for next week. The High River Community Wellness Challenge is going to be kicking off again this spring, and it's made up of a few different people from some of the sort of organizations that have been the backbones of driving this forward. And this year they want to bring on a few more citizen volunteers who would like to sit on the committee for that. So they meet probably about once a month leading up, maybe a little bit more frequently once the challenge gets underway. And then during the 6-week challenge, there's things to do weekly. So not a huge time commitment, but if you're into health and wellness, they're looking for a couple more people. So if you'd like to apply for that, you can email us, ourhighriver@gmail.com. And they do have a meeting coming up Wednesday next week, kind of their first one to see who's in and who's doing what. So that's pretty cool. Also, Wednesday's the day next week. It's the golden day because that's when that meeting is. It's also Winter Walk Day coming up on Wednesday. So this is when there's like a little bit of a competition across the province of people getting out and getting walking. And you record all of your minutes of walking, and you can do so regardless of the weather at the Field House walking track. And so Town of High River Parks and Rec is going to be compiling all the data for this. And I feel like we've done pretty good in the past, but we could have even better numbers. I think would be really cool. So think about that for Wednesday. And then because you walked so much Wednesday during the day, there's a new event starting on Wednesday nights in conjunction with Mr. Mike's Restaurant and the Foothills Angel Group. And so they're going to be doing Wine and Wing Wednesdays. So 50 cents from every purchase of wine or wings is going to go to the Foothills Angel program. And that, of course, is helping to lift the spirits of those in our community. They gave their first recipient away just around Christmas time. You can find out more details on their social media as well, Foothills Angel. But just a cool way to go out and have some fun with some friends, and you know that some of your purchase is going to go to support that program, and then of course in turn support somebody in the community, which I think is so very cool. So something to think about is coming up next week. So thanks for sitting and having a cup of coffee with me today, and I hope you have a fabulous weekend. I hope it's not going to be too cold for us. We kind of can't complain when we think about our friends to the east. They have had real winter. we're kind of getting spoiled around here. It's good. But have a fabulous Groundhog Day / Super Bowl Sunday / Rotary Party weekend, and we will talk to you next week.